Hi and welcome to Magic Scanner website, a fundamental stock selector for KLSE and SGX financial market. You're about to learn the secrets to raking in double to triple digit return per annum in trading or investing, no matter how much time you've had to prepare. It doesn't matter if you've never had any past experience or education, this Magic Scanner will tell you everything you need to know without spending too much brain power. This is unlike any tool you'll find out there. It's the edge that most analysts and fund managers want or have. Go ahead and get yours now.
Hopefully it's good, right? So as the webinar listeners are coming in from the premium member site, we'll start off with the market in here. The futures market is really down today, just 5 points, 1681, but it's really pointing to more sell-off next week. Looks like it. The CPO market has another 1% drop again. You can see that's down 30 over 7, 30 over points in there. Last week we were pointing a good area to be buying was somewhere around. Let me just get this again. Here at 24.50, but eventually the market just broke through. There hasn't shown any sign of strength in here yet. It has to really test it, but this level in here was really a level to be holding its so-called resistance in this level in here. So we might see some support at 23.30 at this level in here. The MPOB report, if you read it from my daily news today, it is still high around 2.62 million. So that's pushing the whole market down in that manner. Okay. Now is doing 1680 for the KLCI. Okay. So let's look at the market now. Last week the market was at 1688, and that's of closing bell for 4th of January 2013. Now this week we are at 11th January 2013. So you can see the market hasn't really moved much yet. If you can see from this chart, you can actually see market was really going to congest sideways. Okay, so last week we were saying that the market, from my notes that I have for the 4th of January, it's going to be a sideways market now, although we achieve a new high. As long as we see higher low, trend is still up. Now pay notice to the breaking of the 1670. Now that so-called forecast is still valid for next week, which is the week beginning the trading of the January 14 and 15. By the way, we are doing our foundation course in our office 14 and 15 for those past graduate of us, or those any of you who wish to attend. We still have a couple of seats left. Just email me if you wanted to come. This will be the first one for this year January, and subsequently we're not too sure when we'll be doing that, but let us know if you wish to come for our foundation course. So you can see we did break higher, but what's good about the market in the sense that we have a support here now at 1680, this level here. So just pay a bit attention to this market here, right? Now let me see. Hello, hi Gong. Okay, so that's we are looking at the scheme of things. Let me just push this aside. Okay, let's put my control over here. So things doesn't look very good for going to next week here. So before we go to that, let's talk about the regional market. Now if you look from the US Dow Jones here, it's really holding up above the 1630. A nice 2-bar reversal in here. We have a nice 18-day line change. However, we have an overall resistance around the 13,550 level. That's going to be the level. And also if you pay attention to the wicks, which is a measure of the US CBOE or the S&P 500, it's really pointing to a lot of greed in the market. Okay, from chart wise it looks like it's going to break higher, but I trust my wicks, but we will get onto the wicks chart later. Last week was around 13 times. Last week was 19.47. I prefer to be that level, then you see a lot of upside. However, we had a great fall this week. Now it's gone down to 13. So you can see US, everything is pointing to upside in here. You still got a bit of resistance over here. However, wicks might look like you're going to have a doji tonight and a bit sell off here. That's how I'm going to see it. The wicks very seldom go wrong. However, things will prove by itself. Hang Seng continued to hit the new high at 23,500. Now this is a worrying thought. You got first time ultra high volume here, and market didn't go anywhere. So that to me is a potential sign of weakness. We're going to see market correcting very soon. Now very important at this junction here, the trend hasn't been broken up yet, so we're still pretty much in a downtrend. However, if you do see a trend breaks like that, then that's something to be considered. And normally when it breaks, this will have to come from the US side, subsequently causing the Hang Seng to break too. But it hasn't shown yet. Trend is still on the upside. Now on our 47 million, on the good side, you can also see, okay, the audio has lost. Okay,